All right, well, Skatosis 148. Here we are, sitting in the car.
Out in Appleton.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Skatosis. I'm Drew Domkus.
I'm Aaron Monty.
And Skatosis is the condition of being consumed and obsessed with all things skateboarding. And this is the first episode of 2020. And man, Skatosis, I thought by now...
You thought we'd be
over it? I thought it'd be over it. I thought that it would have, like, the swelling would go down.
Uh-huh.
But
if anything, it's worse.
I got a shinner growing right now, so yeah, it's absolutely worse. We're sitting here in front of Surfin Bird skate shop, literally like right in front of it. We can see inside. It's one of the only skate shops that's got like literally a skate park right through the middle of it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's very common.
No.
But it's pretty cool that Freddie does that. And Freddie's like, he's in there skating too. Like, the crazy thing is like almost every square inch of the flooring, the wall, is like you could see where it's bashed from a skateboard. Like all the drywall.
Yeah.
At some point, the whole building is going to drop.
Yeah, for sure. At least one level.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But so we're out here. It's the 1st of January, 2020. I mean, this is literally
day one.
We might be the first skateboarding podcast of the decade.
I think they already put it out.
Who?
Experience.
Today?
Yeah.
On the 1st?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what did they put out?
The Experience.
I didn't see that yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't they do like a premiere on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but it was on the 1st?
Yeah, it's today.
Right.
What time is it?
We should quit.
Is it after 8?
We're done then. Forget it. I thought we had one. We could have one.
That was the only thing you could hang your hat on.
Just the one thing is that we'd have the first one this decade.
Can we at least have that 9 Club?
No, I don't think so.
I think they were premiere.
It's all right, dude. I got to tell you, I've been watching and listening less and less to The Experience. I got to say, dude.
Oh, really?
They're getting on my nerves with all the gay homo dick jokes. It's just too much.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're loving the soundboard.
I get it, but it's just like, come on. It's just and the raffles, and it's like,
yeah.
I'm better off just listening to the interviews. It's too much for me.
Yeah.
It's like, there's way too many things for me to do to like, I just can't. I'm not committed to listening to every one of those anymore.
Yeah.
I used to be, but I'm sorry, guys.
It's just a lot going on. You and me just want to talk about skating.
Yeah.
So they also have been putting out on YouTube just like the cut clips of them talking about a video part. Like they did one where they talked about Death Dance.
Yeah.
And I've just been watching those.
Yeah, that's almost better. It's better to just maybe pick up on those little pieces.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like it's been going on like every single time. It's like a dumb innuendo, and they just all eat it up, and they all go for it.
Yeah.
It's getting old to me. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's a different podcast.
This show is not about ripping on other podcasts, but
it's not.
No, maybe that's the new thing. Maybe that's our whole shtick.
Let's pick a podcast.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Not even just skateboarding, but just any podcast.
Any podcast.
and just rip on them.
Yeah, just talk.
No, that would be terrible. I would not be down with that. I'm into the PMA. I want it all. I want it to be a happy New Year.
Mm-hmm. Who just posted something about PMA? It was a skater.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a unique thing. PMA. It's definitely a term Bad Brains kind of adopted and made a little bit more popular. But
yeah.
I think not everybody uses PMA for the same 3 words. I think it might be a multiple.
Oh yeah.
Multiple
acronym.
things. Yeah. But yeah, positive mental attitude. It works. I'm a believer. I subscribe to the newsletter.
And I'm a believer.
I
wanted to say believer.
You're a believer?
Uh-huh.
But
not really. It fucking sucks.
No. So, dude, congratulations.
Thank you.
You were in the video.
Thanks.
It's called Bird Feeder.
Bird Feeder.
Right? And it's really just
that's what we're doing tonight. We came out to surf. They're doing a video premiere.
And it's the Surfin Bird skate shop, and so all the people that come in through and skate, they're all the birds, right? There's the little birds, the bigger birds, the older birds.
And this was just a shop video where all the footage was from in the shop.
Yeah,
Skating the shop.
So on top of it being a shop video, it's literally a shop video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's
literal
cool.
shop video.
I liked it. There was some good stuff, a lot of good tricks. It's fun getting to know more of these guys, so everybody's a little bit more familiar. You coming from Oshkosh, you're a bird now. You got a part.
I'm up in there.
You got the last named part.
Last named part. It was
speaking of last name.
It was spelled wrong.
Do these guys not know how to spell your name? Who's responsible?
I think there was I think there was a grammatical error. I would think he knows how to spell it.
Who do you think typed it incorrectly?
Hans made the whole video. Yeah,
then it's on Hans.
Yeah,
that's why he's leaving.
And I wasn't.
He's moving to Hawaii because he didn't want your wrath.
He couldn't show face anymore.
Yeah, they spelled it
Montey
as opposed to TIE.
Fuck you.
Right?
No, just E. TE.
MONTE. That's right. What am I thinking?
What did you? Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought you were saying it to fuck with me.
I should have been. But isn't the Monty? Oh yeah, MONT. It's because of the TWICE.
Huh?
Your screen name at Monty.
Oh, twice. Yes.
That's where the E is in there.
And again,
Twice.
I wanted. People were like, "Oh, Monty Twice is sick." I wanted Monty, and it's just a no-go.
Yeah.
Too many people have that shit.
Well, so they added a Y.
Mm-hmm. Hans added a Y.
Maybe there's a reason.
Which is fine. You know what? It came
We gotta ask him why. Why'd you add that Y?
I didn't even want to bring it up after. It was nice to, hang out with everyone after, too. The video, didn't take too long, and, everyone was still hanging out.
It was 30 minutes, right on the dot. They started it at 6, which was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they kind of shut the lights off. I was trying to fakie flip.
I know.
And I'm like, can I just get one more try?
It's like that clip where that dude was doing that air at the park and the lights went out.
Mm-hmm. And then still lands it.
There was, I don't know, there must have been 30 of us all skating the obstacles in the shop. And they just shut the lights down.
Yeah, hella sesh tonight. I'm glad it died down. Mm-hmm. And we could just get right back into it.
Yeah.
So I could get that.
I know you were trying to fakie flip, so I didn't get that on my footage, so we're not going to see that. If you're watching the video, you're going to have to go find Monty's clip.
With an E.
Yeah, you're going to have to change your name. Maybe you can get Monty EY, like MONTEY.
100% that's taken. MONTEY.
Yeah, but twice. Like Monty.
MONTEY twice. I was so bummed that it came up spelled wrong. Mm-hmm. And then my next thought was, that happens to people in actual videos.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a Bones video.
Dude, Dawn and I did this interview for the New York Times, and it was this whole big deal. We got, this guy had organized the call, and there was a couple different things. It was this big deal, and there's this guy's very first interview for the New York Times, right? All about podcasting, right? And they misspelled Dawn's last name. Mm-hmm. And right away, as soon as we saw it, we got right on the podcast, and she just ripped the guy so hardcore. She's like...
Can you not, at that point, can you not call and be like, it's...
That's exactly. Why can't you fact check this thing? Why can't you... It's
couldn't Dawn call?
It was a story.
Or it's printed. Out. Yeah.
It was printed.
Yeah, what do you do?
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You can ask for a correction, but who cares?
Yeah,
they
sucks.
Gave her 2 L's. It was like MICELLI. Mm-hmm. But there's only...
It's just kind of the same with in a huge video. It just sucks because it's that's not my name.
Right, and it's up there forever.
And
it's not like he's gonna go do another rip fixing it.
Yeah, and I wouldn't expect him to.
What sucks though is that I was so focused on the misspelling that I don't even know what trick you did.
I didn't even see it either. He told me I had Ender, and I knew that trick was coming up. There was another trick.
That's a little misinformed Ender.
Yeah.
There was a lot more stuff going on after the fact. You were just the last guy that got his name in.
Yeah, that trick, and then it said thank you, but there was other stuff going on.
Yeah, because.
I think I had 2 tricks, maybe. Mm-hmm. I remember a lot more of those sessions, though. As the video went, I remember being there for a lot of those. But I think I only had 2 tricks, and they went by so quick. And there's one that was put in that Hans did, where he gapped, and then he, ran into the wall. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that, where he, fell down?
Yeah.
I filmed that, and... when we filmed it, we were all so hyped on it, and that too just went by in seconds.
Yeah,
it
there was a lot of tricks in that video. I mean, it was nonstop. Some of those dudes are so good. Mm-hmm. I mean, Hans, Sam, all those dudes.
Siani, of course, Jake.
They're all Jake.
You know what I love? You know my favorite thing in the video? Seeing my black kicker again.
I know, I saw that.
Once that came out, I'm like, I miss that thing.
I know, and you and I weren't actually sitting next to each other, but I was like going to say something. I was like, that's your kicker.
Oh man, I saw it and I'm just like, I miss that. We still have it.
Yeah.
It's at your place. It's just punctured.
So pretty awesome for these guys to put this on first of the year. It's like, it's cold out here. There's snow on the ground, but it's like, you know, it's like almost like a premonition for like how good skateboarding is going to be this year. I think I'm looking forward to everything that's about to happen this year.
Yeah, I'm hoping very few injuries. I'm hoping I'm not as sick.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know, dude. It's just
you gotta get a different job where you're not around all these kid germs.
Let's leave it in 2019.
Yeah,
let's
please.
leave getting sick so fucking often.
Do you have any skate resolutions or anything like that? Have you thought about?
I've thought about this.
Do you have like tricks you want to do this year that you didn't get to that they didn't get to yet?
Well, my New Year's resolution last year was fakie 50 half cab flip out.
Okay.
Didn't do it. So let's move it over to 2020.
You didn't try that very often, though.
I didn't try it very often.
All right.
There's one day in it might have been 2018. There's one day in either 2018 or 2019 that I tried it and hulked out my shirt and like ripped it in half because I didn't land it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've tried it since.
Oh my gosh.
It was just like such a frustrating day of getting like so close.
Yeah.
But just not doing it. What? I want to, and I kind of told you this, I just want the confidence of Winkowski. And I just want to, like, skate transition more. Because that's always the thing, and, like, Joe wants me to get in the bowl, and I'm so sick of hearing about it. But I don't want to say it's not fun for me, but, like, it's not because it's so hard.
Yeah, bowls are tricky, man. It's like, if you don't spend a lot of time in it, then, like, every sporadic time is very clunky.
Yes. Yeah, and I always feel like I don't belong in there.
Yeah.
Like, Hunter will be in there just ripping, and I love that sound of just, like, carving and, like, that ripping sound around the bowl sounds so cool. And then you get me in there of, like, one trick and I'm out.
That's how I feel when I'm in there, too. I drop in, I try to get one grind, and then I'm like, what else do I do? And then I get out. But I lose.
I think you should, maybe both of us should work on
just carving.
Yeah, and our pumping.
Yeah. That would be cool, actually, to just spend some actual time carving. I definitely don't do that. And sometimes, you know, I see some of these older guys and some of these older groups that I'm a part of, and some of them getting back into skating. And sometimes you see them just in the bowl. Even some of the older guys at Cream City, and they've just got their line dialed in, you know, and they know exactly. It's like this. I sometimes think, I'm like, oh man, he's just doing the same line. I was like, he's not even trying a new trick or blah blah blah. But then I'm like, I get in there and I'm like, oh, I should just work on a stupid line to just do, because I go in and I try a trick.
At least they have something.
Something.
Yeah.
You know, I definitely feel like I want to just keep progressing, and I'm always learning new tricks, and I'm always trying different things, like even learning new things even as of yesterday.
Do you have any in mind? I know you just landed those new ones. Do you have any in mind for this year that you really want to accomplish?
Man, I want to be able to do a kickflip. And I would love to work on backside airs. I think I said that last year, and I didn't do it enough. And
that's another one too. Watching that Winkowski into the pit rock cut, him skating that backyard bowl. That's when I thought, like, I want the confidence of him. Just doing like a stupid trick that he did of just not a stupid trick, but like a backside air.
Just looks so good.
Looks so good.
But they're hard. Like, they're really difficult to get into because it's awkward. And,
I
you know,
agree.
to like be able to pop out and grab it. Because, I mean, if I want to, like, a proper backside air is not early grab, you know, and I can do an early grab air, but it's just not the same. And I would like to work on those for sure. You know, looking at Winkowski, I mean, speaking of him, he's definitely one of my favorites. And now you gave me that Winkowski board for my birthday. Today, I just bought another Winkowski board.
You're on the roll with
the Dope
him.
Planet board, because it's killer graphic. I love the shape. I kind of had a feeling that this graphic wasn't going to last very long.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I got one now. I intend to skate it, but who knows? Mm-hmm. You know, this current one is going to probably last me a long time. But dude, I am on team Winkowski 100%.
Yeah, and all the dudes like we started talking about at the shop tonight, just so much talent,
so much.
He's so good.
And if you watch him skate, everything he does is so like crouched down. It's roller surfer style, where everything is bent knee and ready to go. Like
just
you can grab
even,
quick and easy, low. Like you're just low center of gravity,
and bailing out's like a little less sketchy,
a little bit less,
because you're like a little bit less, because he's still hitting like huge rails.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's always like crouched like that. Like that into the pit, that rock cut, that backyard bowl, because it was just like minutes of him going. Right. That really just like stuck with me of like, and like he was throwing out like invert McTwists and just wild things.
I mean, he's unique because he's one of the only dudes, one of the main guys that's doing like a lot of hand plants inverts. One of the only dudes out there doing a ho-ho. But
and
even
one of the only dudes riding that kind of board.
And that's exactly. Yeah. But like even if you stripped away all the hand plants, he's got so many cool tricks in the style. Love it, man.
Even if you stripped
I would
away
love to meet that guy.
His transitional skills, he has so many other skills. Like he can street skate with the best of them.
Yeah.
He can throw it, and
on that, you know what too? Looking at that rough cut, like I know he's riding the shape that I've got, but some of those boards are way flatter.
Yeah,
less concave. He's got a whole different shape.
Yeah.
That he rides. I think that's not one that they sell.
There's maybe
or he's not riding his own. You know, his own pro model, but it's a very similar shape.
But it's got to be well. I don't know. Santa Cruz has a lot of.
They got a lot of that
shapes.
But some of the ones in those clips are so flat. It's just like old '80s boards. I mean, maybe it's an original.
He did a half cab flip over a rail over a hydrant.
Yeah,
and that board was super flat.
Yeah,
super flat board to like do a half cab.
He did like a little nollie rocket flip too, but that was on one of those really flat boards, and there's hardly a nose on this shape. So I mean, for him to be able to do anything with a nose,
his rocketed nollie flips are so cool because there's nothing. Yeah. He's just like bouncing something.
It's cool. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Huge fan. So many things. Just thinking of his part makes me want to skate right now. Like, you know.
Yeah, he makes you want to go. All of those. Have you seen all of those? Like Clive Dixon put out one.
Oh yeah.
The raw pit?
Dude. I love watching all those.
Dude, do you remember that one clip where he sent, it was like over double set, but it was over the first double set over the grass gap?
Oh, yes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Clive,
dude,
you're saying.
Yeah, he was sending that dude. He was getting broke off going
talking about Send It, do you pay attention to Nija's Send It Saturdays? Oh my gosh, you see this last one he just did? Dude,
was that just a random dude that showed up to ollie that?
Yeah, and he hit his face. He hit his nose. Dude. Did you see that?
He felt so awkward. His legs. He almost had it though.
Man, that crew. Nyjah is just so ridiculous. It's insane how good he is. And
it's kind of rad to
casual.
I remember thinking like outsider looking in like years ago of like David Loy and him and like. I remember seeing them at Street League, and they're all like
party animals,
hanging out, and
but
like
dude,
it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool though to see now of like they're still homies. That wasn't like those are boys.
Yeah, it's awesome to see.
And
David Loy, dude, with that blunt slide on that curved bench.
Yeah, dude.
God, dude, and that's so good, so good.
I saw those clips on his Instagram before the Send It Saturday came out, skating that spot. That cop was chill as fuck.
Yeah, right?
Taking pictures, that's like not a place to skate.
Dude. What about Nyjah up on that crazy ledge doing that tray flip? Up on that tiny ledge. Like, that's for real. Like, if I was like Monster or like any of his sponsors, I'd be like, all right, dude, chill.
Yeah.
Like, you fall?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, on the one side it was a little far, but the other side was like death.
Yeah, it's more than
he
two
made
stories,
it way too
right?
casual. For the danger aspect of
that.
A
tray flip on that is fucked up. And that too, I saw before. Was that on a Send It Saturday, or I saw that on his Instagram?
It was on his Instagram. Yeah, I don't think that was on the
Send It Saturday that came out. They kind of talked about it.
Yeah,
and,
Gary Rogers was ripping on him too. Did you see that in Skate Line yesterday?
Oh, maybe not.
At the end, he was ripping on him for like, dude, like it's crazy.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
What was I doing yesterday? I rushed through Skate Line. I remember it popping up. Fuck, what were we doing? Oh, we were probably going out for New Year's.
Yeah.
We were probably like getting, and I'm like, oh, it's up. I'm gonna watch it quick.
Yeah, it was a interesting New Year's because like Dawn's away and I had some work to do, and so I just was like, I had to decide what do I want to do at midnight. You know, like I'm watching skate clips and I'm just doing stuff. So I think I saw Skateland. I think right when it came out.
Yeah, I think I saw. And then we went out. It got, oh god, got fucking blitzed.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I felt okay waking up this morning because I was dead last night. 5 or 6 old fashions.
I remember wishing you Happy New Year's and you're just like, I'm so drunk.
Oh my god. I was like, and I remember typing that and erasing it and still writing it wrong. And I'm like, fuck it.
I should have messed around with you and asked you like some serious questions or something.
Right after you said, I think you said like, LOL, let's get it.
Yeah.
I was asleep. Right after sending that message, I was
I don't think I would have,
asleep.
that's not what I've written. I don't think I ever have typed LOL. I'm too old.
You said something. Doesn't fucking matter. Whatever you said, I was asleep.
That's funny.
It was as soon as we got home, I was asleep.
Yeah, I didn't really even get drunk. I just had a couple drinks, but you know, partying by yourself is not the same.
No. I remember partying by yourself just like already sounds weird to say. Like it's a weird thing to do. I remember I did or like drank alone when I I was like 20 and I was like in my parents' house and I was like
you're watching
like
the ball
sneaking.
drop.
Not on New Year's, just like random. Yeah, even more depressing.
That's funny.
Watching it in my room by myself.
I have a drink by myself. I got no problem with that. But I hardly.
I'll have a drink by myself, but like
I hardly ever get drunk though.
Yeah, at like a 20-year-old, I was like filling water bottles and like drinking that in my room, and like that's wild.
That's funny. So crazy, man. 2020.
2020, dude.
And like the skateboarding just hasn't stopped. Clips continued to come out today.
Did
you watch any of that Zero stuff? I haven't watched any of that yet.
I have.
They've been putting out little clips.
Fuck, whose part was it? Was it Reggie Kelly's? I think it was Reggie Kelly's. There was a dude, I was really bored with it because the song was really monotone. It was like, dun, 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 like really, and the whole part, like, I'm like, oh, this is kind of boring with the song. And then halfway through, I realized all of these clips have been slow mode. So like
everything.
Everything was so like amazing.
Yeah.
That you can watch like these tricks are so amazing you can slow mo every clip.
Right.
But then it kind of just does get boring, no matter how good they are. I kind of want I mean, this is why Death Dance was my favorite video.
Yeah,
There's just other shit in it.
What I did just watch though was that anti-hero video that just came out.
Oh
Dude.
yeah. I don't think I got through because it was like 30-40 minutes, right?
No, I think it was only 13 or 14. Or maybe it was.
I think it was.
I don't know, dude, with Grant and like I
Vanderlinden.
Yeah, dude, that's so good. I just couldn't stop watching that one.
And they
that one, I was
dropped
like another one where it's just like I kind of put it off because like the thumbnail didn't look very appealing.
Right.
And, you know, it just was.
And that's how
odd.
they always are. And
but as soon as you press play, it starts out with Grant just killing it. It was so good. Every bit of that.
That one's definitely one where I always forget about. I'm like, oh, anti-hero's still a thing.
Yeah, and it's cool to see them all together too because it's like, you know, they split apart all the brands, but it almost seems like they're bringing them all back.
Yeah, it did seem like everyone, and like it seemed like a bunch of anti-hero boards.
It's just like an experiment, I'll bet, just to see if like maybe spreading it out makes more sense or not.
Yeah, and maybe spreading it out allowed like Grasso to continue to have a board.
Yeah,
instead of like a bunch of people on one company.
Yeah.
I really like. Are they still doing Grimple sticks? They're still doing all of them.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really. There's none here at the shop. You know, you don't see that kind of stuff. Every now and then you'll see an ad. But
I kind of, because I've kind of always wanted one of those. I love that the like furball logo.
Yeah.
That like little guy.
Yeah.
Because I know Evan Smith had those guest models.
Right.
And I would never get an Evan Smith or Mason Silva element board because I just like would never get an element board. But like them on Grimple sticks would be sick.
What about Cookie? You wouldn't get a Cookie board?
Oh fuck! I've wanted it for so long.
I know, and now you're just saying you wouldn't even get it.
Oh, you know what? You know what? We're talking about this, and this reminds me now that you say this
what?
that I have notes. I'm still on
Oh,
Instagram,
you do?
Because we talked a couple weeks ago, we were going to meet up Saturday, but I was sick again.
Okay.
Leave that shit in 2019.
Right. And you got notes?
Where's my notes? Yes, because we talked about show notes December 28th.
Okay.
Is what I have written down. Because you sent me through Transworld best full length, best indie, best rookie pro, and best video part.
I sent you that?
Yeah. Do you remember this? Well, you put it up on the board.
What did I put? It's a best of?
Yeah, Transworld did like voting. You don't remember this? Voting on like what was best full length.
No, I don't think. Are you sure? Are you sure I posted that?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Huh.
And then I did like the notes right after.
Okay.
But I have for best full length is Death Dance.
Okay.
Was my favorite. There was a lot of, because we talked about it the show before, best full length, and then you're like, oh, look at all these options, and then there was like other. You don't remember this?
No, man, I'm totally going blank.
All right, well,
were we in front of my computer when it happened? Maybe we were looking at it together.
No, I was at home.
Huh.
You sent it through the board.
Oh,
so I put
that's pretty
best
bad.
Full length. I put Death Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Best indie film. I put Feeling Sweet, Getting Weird, which I don't think you ever saw, but I remember like being super into that when that came out. So when I saw that up on the list, there was a lot of like full length and like indie film. There was a lot that I forgot about.
Dude, there's been so many parts I forgot about. I didn't even remember posting that.
Yeah, you don't remember posting that. I think full length, I think the list had maybe 10 videos, 10 to 15 videos. Best Rookie Pro, and this is why you made me think of it.
Okay.
I put Cookie. There's a lot of names on. Cater was an option. I think Frankie Villani, if that wasn't last year. I did Cookie because I've been pushing for it for how long?
I think ever since our first show.
Yeah, that everyone knew he should have been pro. So I picked him for best rookie pro. He's the fucking best. I won't buy his board. I won't buy Element.
That's crazy.
I like the graphic. I do like the graphic.
Yeah, but look at you, wanted a pro so bad, and you won't get his board.
I know. If it helps at all,
whose board did you just get today?
Jordan Taylor's.
Jordan Taylor.
Yes.
He was in String Theory.
Yes.
Right?
He was in String Theory.
He's on Weekend.
Yeah, and he
Balance,
was in Death Dance. Mm-hmm.
And he was just on 9 Club.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I said last week that was my favorite part was Jordan Taylor's.
Yes.
One of my favorite skaters. He's always so rad. And that interview, he talked about the Hammer shirt.
Yeah.
I love. It was such a good interview. I loved listening to that.
Yeah, that was a good one. Did you listen to?
Video, hold on, let me finish.
Sorry.
Last one, best video part. I said Mark. I said
which one?
Such.
He's got a bunch out now.
Verso was on there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I don't even remember. I must have posted that thing and I would go through it, and I never did.
You should go through it and then post on the board.
Okay.
What you think?
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of them. You're gonna see full length that you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like that videos that came, like Primitive Encore was on there.
Yeah.
But like videos that came out like back in February.
But
you're
even
like, oh, fuck.
But even like the long Spitfire ones and stuff like that aren't part of the full length options, right? Because those are just kind of like brand commercials almost.
Yeah. I think IC3 was on there, maybe for an indie film. I can't even remember all.
There's either tons. A Spitfire independent part that I remember that I was just like loving every second of it. I mean, because it was like
maybe there was
might have been a Spitfire one.
Yeah, maybe there was a I remember seeing on there like a team one and thinking like, oh, should it be this? Oh, Candyland. That one's on there. That one's really good. Yeah. It was hard, but those were my picks. I can't believe you forgot about it, and I did. I forgot about this list until right now.
What was the other full part that Baker 4 just came out?
Baker 4 was on there? Yeah.
Crazy.
So you're going to have to do your list.
Did you listen to Rip Ride, the Andy Roy podcast with Clay Kreiner?
No, I have not listened to any of those episodes.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
I'll only listen to them if I have an interest in the guest. I can't handle his voice that long. Like, it's so much of just like... just so much.
Yeah, he's intense.
He is intense.
He is, yeah, for sure.
And he gets a little off topic. It's hard for him to... I think, rein in an interview, but it wasn't bad because you got to hear Clay Kreiner talk. You don't hear him often, you know, and he's talking about Madness, which is such a young new brand, but it's got such rippers on that brand.
I think. Do you remember we were talking about they were thinking of changing it? Mm-hmm. I think that name was. Fuck! I had it the other day. Mind Freak. It was something. It was something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember Gary just like hating.
He was hating on
it. But I don't think they did though.
Well, probably because of that. Because of Gary.
Maybe.
Like, we gotta
but I thought like almost always they have to change because they're getting sued
or something. Yeah.
Right. But they just put out Madness boards. I just saw a new line come out.
Yeah, I mean, you never know really behind the scenes. Maybe it's a copyright or something. The band maybe
because Quasi was going to be Mother, and then they couldn't do that, and then that's why they put out that video Mother.
What's your feeling for the podcast in 2020?
What do we do in 2020?
Do we just keep this train rolling? Do we think of something different? Do we change it up? I mean, we're 148 episodes in.
Yeah. I can't believe we didn't get to 150 this year.
Oh, well, it's because you're sick all the time.
I'm coughing right now.
Yeah, we're only off 2.
Uh-huh.
I'll cut this into 3, and then we missed the year already.
What should we do for 2020? Well, we already discussed...
I want to film a new video for the end of the year. I'd like to get a bunch of clips from all the dudes and, you know, go on some little trips.
Mm-hmm. And I, of course, have spots in Appleton and Oshkosh that I want to skate.
I'm down with, I enjoy still doing the show.
Mm-hmm. I think we should take a trip to Chicago.
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Legal weed as of today.
As of today.
Let's get down there.
God damn.
Right?
So that'll be the first trip as soon as it's warm. I'm excited. Last March, it got warm. It got, like, back to cold a few weeks. Mm-hmm. But it got really warm one weekend, and me and Cody went to Madison, and that was like my favorite trip of last year. Yeah, that was just like so cool. Fun. Yeah, Madison's always fun.
I want to try to get some better camera gear. I've been slowly, investing in myself this past year with a couple new things, but I think to get some better equipment.
Mm-hmm. You just got rolling. That bar, right?
Yeah, I got a stabilizer. I got a new lens.
Did you see Josh filming with like?
Yeah, the old
VX.
Yeah.
Yeah,
VX can go away.
Yeah. Steezers feels the same way.
Yeah.
That he's like, this would be better if it was in HD. I'm fine. I always forget that it is VX.
Yeah.
You have to like say it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is really grainy.
Oh man, I can tell immediately.
Yeah.
But even some of the HD ones, sometimes that fisheye is too much for me.
Oh, really?
Sometimes.
There's been some videos that came out that was straight, and I sent you this. I, like, wrote it on the board.
Uh-huh.
The first half were all, like, fisheye under the board. Yeah.
For me,
no long lens.
I kind of like the longer lens, the HD clear shots better.
Yeah.
I like to be able to, like... Not that I'm, like, going to print them or anything, but I'd like to be able to freeze frame and see what's happening.
Yeah.
Some of those fisheye ones, dude, it's just such a mess. It's a blob of so much. You can't see squat.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like
under the board.
You're assuming that, that board would a tray flip. It's like sometimes it's so hard to even tell what's happening.
I love the way it looks, but at the same time, if I had clips, I know I would be like, you can't even really tell what's going on.
Right. It's like, dude.
And
it's
doing a backside flip with a deep fisheye, it just looks like you could be doing it on flat.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? You're not seeing the other things around
right.
it. I love long lens, HD, when they're filming on top of a roof. You always know that's going to be a banger.
The tie and helicopter.
Yeah, with the drone.
But
whenever you get this angle of like they're rolling up, I'm like, oh, this is going to be huge.
Dude, you watch the Extra Crispy NYC YouTube at all?
Yeah.
I posted one recently, but like I subscribe, and so like I see all the different things, and it's like I'm not exactly sure who the guy is that does the filming. This last one that I just posted, actually wasn't even the one I posted. It was a different one I watched. He was following this kid. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
It's the young dude.
The young dude. He's a little mini Mark Suciu.
Yeah.
He's so good. But the guy was filming him, and he went
Isn't
up.
Isn't he under like 16?
This little kid is like 10 or something. I don't even know. He's so young.
He's older than 10. He was on.
He's young. He's young.
Maybe it was Extra Crispy, but he went to Woodward last year.
Oh, yeah.
Was that in Woodward?
I don't know, but
don't think so.
I like that guy said he does a lot of stuff with his iPhone, but then he's also got a big camera.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that kid was showing it, like he was holding the camera, and I had to pause to look and see what the camera was, because I like that setup. I like the way that it looks, and it's a definitely more expensive, it's not really a camcorder, but
Yeah.
But
more expensive video.
There was one frame though where kid went up on the sidewalk, he was in the street, he passed a shiny van, and for a second, dude, you could freeze frame and see the guy. And I was like, oh that's what he looks like because you just don't, cool. You never see him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he really can, if he does tricks or he's just a filmer or what, but I don't even know the guy's name.
No, I have no idea. I love the account name.
Yeah, I love the whole bit because it's kind of like the Candyland one where, what's that guy's name? The Supreme guy.
Bill Strobeck.
Yeah, so it's similar vibe where he's just out filming and he's just getting some hijinks and
he's always out in New York, so it's that kind of vibes.
Yeah, and it's always a couple of dudes that are at the same park and he's either filming that kid.
Yeah, they're always skating at LAS.
Yeah, there's that one that skinny black dude that just
Shredmaster.
Shredmaster. I was just gonna say that shreds so much. Yeah. Shredmaster.
Yeah.
God, that guy is so good. It's ridiculous.
And is he a model? What is his deal?
I don't know, but
he's always dressed
Yeah,
up.
he's always looking good, and he skates good. His style is so good. Everything about that guy, I just want that guy like a whole video on. I mean, that's the thing about the Extra Crispy guy is that he does these little. It's like an expose, just following him cruising the city.
Yeah,
and to be able to what do you call it? It's like ad lib, He's just cruising around, skating the terrain as is, improvising. I love it. So that's something cool.
Both of them, the little guy, the little dude, and Shredmaster, they're both just improvised. They're just like cruising down New York.
But as good as those guys are, as good as skaters as they are, in a way, I kind of aspire to be more like that Extra Crispy guy. I want to film a little bit more of that style.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like to be able to do more of that. Whenever we go out and skate, I want to skate so bad.
Yeah.
So I put on the tripod, but it's like that guy, he just is like, he's all about filming the guys around him. So I would like to do more of that.
Yeah.
But I don't think the gear I have is really set up to be that good. Like, his focus is really good and his zoom is good. Like when you zoom in and you can keep the focus, there's something mechanical that's going on in that bigger, expensive camera that I can't keep up with.
Could you see it in that freeze frame you took? Could you see
that one? The freeze frame, he was an iPhone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but the other clips has the kid holding the camera.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a step
I
up.
love their whole thing. Sometimes it's a little wild because you get like
party
New
stuff.
York vibe.
Yeah. But everything about that city is just like the being able to like grow up like that little kid in an environment where everybody is outside just doing their own thing. Crazy people, bums, homeless, executives, Ubers, taxis, like everything is just right there, tourists.
Melting pot.
And then to just be able to do these tricks right in between everybody and feel that confident to land and not take somebody's ankles out.
You can skate anywhere.
Gosh, it's just so cool. Like that kid, if he gets into some contest scene or what, I mean, I don't even know what his story is. If he's gonna hit that.
I saw him skating. Do you remember that thing that Tyshawn kickflipped? Bench long way?
Yeah, because that's
skating.
That's that whole scene.
Yeah, I know he was skating that contest. He was at Woodward. I don't know. I mean, sky's the limit for that dude.
It's got a weird spelling. Like it's like an extra letter. Jiln, or something like that. Like it's Jiln or it's I'm not exactly sure what the background is, but man, that kid, dude, is just so good.
Yeah.
It's just like I wish I was half that good.
It's so young.
So young. You know what trips me out too is like when they skate, there's this one spot that's got a bunch of a bunch of parts have been filmed there, but it's a basketball court, and they're always just going around the court between the games, and then boom, and then the trick, and it's just like, man, like I don't know, is that super frustrating to be like I'm playing basketball and I got these kids just zooming through?
Probably. It's probably also New York.
Yeah, it's like everybody just kind of like lets everybody do their thing.
Yeah, it's rad. I think
it's cool.
Maybe we should go to New York this year.
Yeah, I would like to do that as well. I mean, I've got a friend that lives right in Park Slope, dude, like right in Brooklyn. And I'm sure that I don't know, we could figure something around. Yeah, that would be cool. I would love to travel as well, so that would that's on my list.
Well, hell yeah, dog. I think my trick this year. Should I just say varial heel? Should I just finally land a varial heel and get it over with?
Well, that's not the attitude. You should say, let's get it. Let's get a varial heel and master it.
Let's get a varial heel and then start landing varial heel like back 50s.
Yeah.
All right, varial heel's the trick.
I got a back 180 off the kicker today. I felt pretty good.
Your trick is kickflip.
I want to get a kick. I want to be able to do kickflips. I don't want to just do one and say I'm done. I want to be able.
My approach.
Yeah, I want to be able to like just be able to ride and do a kickflip. In case Eric Costin, Tony Hawk, in case one of those dudes rolls up and yells, "Do a kickflip!" I want to be able to do one.
He was Santa.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that one. That episode was good.
I want you to do a kickflip, dude. That was the first trick I did today going to the shop.
I want to be able to do a kickflip for real, and I'm gonna build a tool that's gonna it's gonna help me do a kickflip.
Well,
man, all right. There's lots of cops. It's late. I gotta get home. I'm hungry. It's first show of the year, dude. Glad we can hook up.
Bam.
Skatosis.com. That's where we're at.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody. And thanks for listening. Shout out to all you skateboarding podcasts.
Yeah, we don't hate you.
No.
But other podcasts.
All right, dude. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Love you, bro.
Love you, dude.
Ciao.
Oh, God. That's at the end of the show.
Old Dude Skate Co.